Hello and welcome to this week's tutorial on Adobe Photoshop. This week we're going to be discussing one of the basic features of Photoshop, and that is the image color mode, which allows you to change the color mode of any image you have opened up in Photoshop to best meet your project requirements. There are several different color modes available in Photoshop. I'm only going to be discussing 3 of them today. The 3 that I'm going to be discussing are the RGB color mode, which stands for red, green, and blue. That's an output best suited for websites or for video. The CMYK color mode, which stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. That's a color mode best suited for print production. And lastly, I'm going to be discussing grayscale, which will take any colored photograph and convert it to a black and white image. Currently, I have this photograph opened up in Photoshop. And up here in our title bar of the photo and the file we are in, it actually tells the color mode in parentheses next to the file name. In this case, we're in the RGB color mode for this photograph. So if I wanted to use this photograph on a website or in a video, this color mode would be perfect for that project. But let's say I want to use this photograph for print production. In order to change the color mode in Photoshop, we go up to the image command in the main taskbar, mode, and this will give you the different color modes you have available to use in Photoshop. Since I want to use CMYK, I'll go ahead and select on CMYK. It'll come up with a warning dialog box letting me know that I'm ready to convert this file to CMYK. I'll say OK. And up here in parentheses now it says CMYK color mode, so if I want to get ready to use this for print production, I can save this file now and it will be in the appropriate format that I need it to be in. Lastly, we can take a look at grayscale. So I'll go up to Image, Mode, and select Grayscale, and say OK. And it removes all the color from that photograph and gives us a black and white image. Now I do want to make note that once you go to a grayscale image, you can no longer go back to CMYK or to RGB because you removed those color values. So by selecting one of those 2 color modes, you're not going to be able to bring the color back into the image. So you would want to make sure you save this file as a separate file name so you do not overwrite your original colored image. I hope this was a valuable tutorial for you and you got some good information out of it. We'll see you next week.